Hey everyone, I'm Nick. This is my 2003 Infiniti M45, and that is my 2008 Mercedes CL63 AMG. I'm getting them ready for a fall car show, and while I'm at it, I'm going to show you what's wrong with these cars, because I brought them home a while ago, and there are things that we need to do to them. So, let's get to it. So let's start with the M45. And we'll start with, I guess, the door handle, because as you notice right here, this side kind of isn't secure. So when you open it, you kind of have to push it back in. So that's one thing we'll have to check. We've got a door seal that's got a little bit of a gap, so we'll have to replace that. Not a huge deal. Battery's a bit low. Pop the hood.
Duralast my ass.
Screen. There we go. As I mentioned on the road trip, we have a windshield washer fluid warning. Not showing up on the main screen right now, but that's something we'll have to fix. We got the buttons here for the heated and cooled seats, which are a little jammed. So we'll have to fix that. We have an issue with the window, which comes down fine, but when you bring it back up, it stops, and you gotta like kind of just work it up till it stops. Our door lock button here doesn't really work, so that's something to fix. Otherwise, inside, I think that's pretty much it. We are going to upgrade the radio, because right now the backup camera screen stays on. The backup camera does come on, but you know, it could be upgraded. When it would be nice to have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay here. So that's something we will work on in the future. Not really something wrong with it, just something nice to have. The struts on the trunk are a little tired, so we're gonna have to source those. There's apparently two, and only one's available, so it doesn't stay up, which is a bit frustrating. But the soft close works, which is good. A little bit of cleaning to do, like repaint on the subwoofer enclosure, but not a big deal either. But that works. We're probably going to need to get this rim refinished. It got polished through at some point, unfortunately, so it went through the chrome. It's only really this spot. Well, there's a couple spots here, but I think it's only this rim. This one is okay. This one's fine. And this one is fine as well, which is very nice. We have the passenger headlight to refinish, so we're going to have to sand this back, repolish it, and probably re-clear it, because this came off. We do have some spares of these, so you know, if this doesn't go well, we have others, but we should be able to bring this back. I really think it's the clear coat. And then over here, this one could use a polish, but not a big deal. Our bumper fit is not perfect. We are gonna have to work on this. Like probably take it back off, then put it back on, and I don't know if it's missing some clips or if it's just not aligned right. You can see there's kind of like a rivet there. There was work done, and it wasn't done super well, and that's why the bumper is like this. And similar on this side, it seems like it's probably clips that aren't up positioned right. But we're gonna have to get in here anyway, because I think the headlight washer runs under here or on the other side, and it got pinched somewhere. So when you actually fill it up with fluid and try to run it, it just dumps washer fluid all over the floor. So back here, there is a cover. It's kind of hard to see. There is a cover back here that could be re-secured. I had to zip tie it in some spots, but that covers the fuel lines and some brake lines, so we want to make sure those are nice and protected. It actually came off when we were in New Mexico working on the car, and that's when I put it back on. So you can kind of see it's zip tied back there, but Yeah, so I'll reattach that at some point. The brakes are fine. Got to figure out. They got some life on them, but I have to figure out if it's possible to get new pads, or maybe we'll replace them, put a different brand on. We will see. And yeah, just a couple spots. We'll have to do a little bit of paint work to clean up. And then right here is a little piece of trim that could be resecured, but better. Not a big deal. Oh, here we go. The warning is here now. Low washer fluid. And then this, we'll have to check the wiring as well. I think it's not currently working, so it's not doing anything, unfortunately. So it probably needs a little bit of wiring. It must have come undone recently. But otherwise, it's in quite good shape. We'll get it up in the air. We'll do some more inspection, but it did a great job on the 2,400 mile trip from Arizona back here. So yeah, except for that pulley that backed up, but that's been addressed, so not an issue. And we'll inspect the engine as well to make sure it's healthy, but it seems to be working great. So that's the Infiniti. Now let's take a look at the CL63. Outside, everything's really good. It's got some giant R1 concept 8-piston brakes up front, big old 22-inch wheels, the carbon fiber lip on the front bumper. There's really no issues. It's just it doesn't have the badge right there, and currently doesn't have any badges at the rear, but we have some badges to put back on. There's some debate on whether this should be silver or white, and white badges could be cool, but we will see. Now inside is where we have a little bit of work. Could probably get a new film on the inside of the window here. It's kind of wrinkled up a bit, but not a big deal. You can see the tint got some sun damage from its time in Arizona, but that can be redone. Now in the car, there are a couple things actually. One of the fobs needs a new battery, so that's something we're gonna do. We've got navigation, which works, but is a little dated, so an upgrade to this, to a system that has CarPlay and Android Auto would be very nice. Let's keep an eye out for that. And let's get to the more day-to-day things. The steering wheel height adjustment does not work right now. The in and out does work. However, the up and down most likely does not work because of this bar right here, which is from a hand control system that was on this car before. So we are going to have to get into the dashboard a little bit and around the steering column to get this out at some point. And we'll probably replace this piece. So we also have this panel down here, which is not attached properly currently. We suspect it was damaged when the hand controls were put in. It was modified for that. And so it's likely we're going to have to get a replacement part, a couple of screws that need to go back in. And that's what the OBD2 port mounts to. That's the back of the OBD2 port. So that's something to fix. And if we go into our controls here, go to our seat controls, we can check driver's seat. You do this, it actually just, you try to adjust it, it resets. And there are actually some fault codes for this. So actually, we're gonna get a scan tool and see if we reset the codes, if that fixes it, or if there's an issue somewhere else. The only other thing is on the passenger side, we have a seal that kind of dried up and tore from the heat in Arizona. So we're gonna replace that as well. It's just the edge on the door. But other than that, it's in very good shape. Last thing on the interior is this panel right here, which as you can see is pretty broken. Its clips are broken, and yeah, so it's pretty unfortunate. All four of them, I think there's just this one right here that's still in place, so it doesn't hold on very well. So that's going to have to be either repaired or most likely replaced. Fortunately, we have the part number right here. It is 216, so it's only for this car, so it's going to be whatever it costs. So we'll see. And then currently For modern convenience, we have a universal CarPlay and Android Auto screen. That's wired into the aux port in the glove box. But we'll take care of that in the future. Like I mentioned, we're going to put a modern screen right here. Last issue on the interior is this right here. So you can see the paddle isn't secure. So when you pull on it, it doesn't actually actuate. It just pops out of the steering wheel. So it probably might be a clip that's broken or something else inside, so you're gonna have to get in there, reattach this, so that way the manual mode will work. And you know, with an AMG, you want to be able to switch with the paddles because it's a pretty exciting car. So another thing to fix pretty soon. All right, let's connect our scan tool. All right, so I'm going to do diagnosis. We'll do auto scan, and we'll see what comes up. Number one, motor electronics, no faults. That's great. So let's take a look at what actually has issues. It's possible there's some historic low voltage faults, so we'll find out. Electronic ignition switch. Let's see. Trouble codes. Yeah, under voltage, stored. Okay. We'll look through some other things, and we'll reset all those. Keyless go. Okay, we have keyless go override control panel. These could potentially all be low voltage, so let's check this one, driver signal acquisition. Switch lamp or wire to the component is open or short circuit. Interesting. Oh, you think it's in the under the...
I think that's what it is, which means that
there's some wiring that was damaged under there?
I think they cut the wiring.
Or unplugged it.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So we'll have to look at that. Let me see one thing. Dynamic seat. This should be the same fault for left and right, so we'll try that and we'll find out.
You might want to start the car so it doesn't kill the battery.
Control unit DSP was switched off due to a fault, so stored. So this may all reset when we reset all the codes. The last one I'm going to check is the command. When you have the command system in diagnosis, it just pops the diagnosis display here when you're scanning that module. Low voltage, open circuit for the GPS antenna, too high or too low voltage. Since it's all stored and not current, I think it's from the low voltage. So we're going to clear everything and see if that fixes the seats and other things. All right, we'll do a quick erase. Well, dynamic seat now says pass no fault. Pump for dynamic seat, pass no fault. Yep, and we're clear, no more faults. We'll see if anything comes back, but let's see something here. Let's go back to our seat controls, driver's seat. Nope, that's still resetting. Seat back sides. No, there's still something wrong. All right, let's scan this again. Control unit DSP is switched off due to a fault. So there is something wrong with this.
Stored and current.
Yeah, so it's still going on. All right, so there's something wrong with the seats. Pneumatic pump for dynamic seat. I think that's probably where the issue is. Okay, trouble codes. No faults. Active test. Okay. I hear something running. See the pressure. Okay, I hear the pump working, but I think it's not holding pressure. Because you run it and then it just comes back down.
So there's a leak?
It could be a leak in the pump, yeah. There's still no fault codes, but it sounds like there's an issue with it. Okay. We'll have to investigate that further. Well, at least we've learned some things. And that's where we are with the two show cars. But as a bonus, the E-Class right there just threw a check engine light. So let's find out what's wrong with that and if that's going to be a whole other video on the channel too. Oh, we could pause and already take a look. Since it has a check engine light, it's probably just whatever this fault is. What's it gonna be? Coolant temperature is below the coolant thermostat specified temperature. Interesting. That's weird. What is that? Temperature below. Okay, well. Huh. But you didn't have any gauge issues.
No.
Huh, weird.
Wait.
Let's see, let's finish the full scan of the car. All right, so
check the SAM.
let's see what the same fault is. Trunk lights, okay. I mean, I think they're working, so that's stored, and this I don't know. Not a critical issue, that's good.
No.
I guess we'll check head unit control.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this error is. Oh, it's stored, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's check the engine again. So the temperature's coming up.
Yeah,
So
I think
it's
it
warming
was
up.
just stuck. It might have been stuck closed.
Active and stored. Coolant temperature is below coolant thermostat. All right.
Try just quick erases.
Well, everything's gone, so the errors are gone. So it might have been just a bug. I don't know.
No, I think on that very cold day when I started out, like I did drive the car for a week and then drove it. Just got stuck. I think the thermostat was stuck closed for a little bit. It popped open.
Yeah. Okay. I guess the E-Class just want a little bit of attention. It looks like there might have been an issue with the thermostat. We'll keep an eye on it, but there's no crisis. So, as you can see, we have a little bit of work to do to both of these cars. So if you want to see all that, stay tuned right here on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and to hype the video. It really helps me out. And if you have any questions or thoughts about these cars, let me know down in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. Oh, and if you remember that yellow Mini I got recently, you'll notice it's not in the driveway. It's actually in the garage right now because I was driving the other day and all the lights came on the dash. So it needs a little bit of work. That's going to be fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.